Hello there. Now we're going to start on part 2 of Milestone 1. Okay, it's going to be task 4, 5, and 6. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to do swatches, and you'll be doing more swatches on upcoming assignments, okay? So one thing I'm going to do, I want to make sure, well, you've got your toolbar here. We really don't need all this stuff. But you've got the toolbar here, and I don't see my color. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up to Window. My computer is a little bit slow today. Bear with me. You go up to Window. Come on, come on, come on. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to click Color, okay? Hope your computer is not as slow as mine. Or you know what? I think I have my color down here. It was just hiding at the bottom. So sorry there. There it is. Okay, so okay, now I got rid of this. Okay, so I've got my toolbar and I have my color guide. One thing that's very important, this is an outline, this is a fill. We're only working with the fill. It has to be in front. Right now the stroke is in front. It's not going to fill anything. Oh, one thing we need to do, I've got to make sure it's on CMYK. Okay, you may have it on RGB because of the last exercise you did here. Okay, so the fill, click on that to activate it. Today, say, Ms. Waskovich, I cannot figure out how to fill in my shape because this is fill and this is an outline, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my black arrow. I'm going to put this right here so you can see it. Black arrow, I'm going to click on this shape. And what this is, we're going to fill it with 10% black. Clue, K means black, black. So it's activated. That's all I have to do. I'm going to type in 10%, return, okay? Click off of it to deactivate it. Click on the black arrow. Click on the 20%. You're going to type in 20, and you're going to go return, okay? The next one is 30, black arrow. Click on the shape, type in 30, return. Now, this is something you can do if you just want to have a little bit more fun with it. You still got the black arrow. If you want to, you can click on that and you can slide it. It's called a slider. And you can slide it to 40%. So that might be a little bit fun, okay? So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click it to, I'm going to slide it to 50%. The next one, 60%. Okay. 70%. I'm just going to type that in. Return. 80%. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm going to do cancel. I'm using my black arrow tool right here, black arrow. Okay. Activated. I'm going to click 80% on my keyboard, do a return. Highlight it again, 90%, return, and then 100% is pure black, okay? You can use a slider. Okay, very nicely done. So now, what we're going to do, now we're going to pick one color, okay? And then we're going to add white to it, okay? So this is what we're going to do. And pay very close attention. I don't want you to do tints. I want you to do a percentage of the color, because if you do a tint, it'll be transparent, okay? So I'm going to highlight with the black arrow, highlight this. I'm going to take my eyedropper and I'm going to click one of these colors. I'm making it red. Okay, you see how it's 100% red, but we only want 10%. This is very important. Hold down your shift on your keyboard, keep your finger down, and you're going to slide this over to 10, okay? You let go of your finger and you click off. You have to keep your finger down. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to click on this with my black arrow. I'm going to take my eyedropper, I'm going to click on red again. It goes to 100%. I'm going to hold down my shift key on my keyboard. And do you see how you have to have your shift down because every color is manipulated? So you want to go to 20, okay? 20, okay? And you can visually tell if it's wrong. Click on the third one. We're using all the same color. And one thing I want you to make sure of, and I'm going to do this because a lot of people have trouble with this. Okay, I'm going to use my little hand and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to show you this. So when you highlight for a color, I'm going to use that red. When you click on this, make sure you click on the red part. A lot of people, if you click on the outline, it'll be black. Do a black fill. We do not want a black fill. Okay, my computer's a little bit slow. You see how it turns to black? You have to click on the red part, not the outline. Okay? If you wanted to, you could always kind of click on this black and just, if it bothers you, you could always take the outline off because you don't need these numbers anymore. Okay? So I'm going to scroll back down and I'm going to continue my swatches. And like I said, for the next 2 weeks, you'll be doing lots of swatches, okay? You're going to be using those swatches. If you do Command minus, you can, okay. So I'm going to pick the black arrow, click on my box. I am going to click on the eyedropper, hold down my, well, I'm just going to make it red. Now I'm going to hold down my shift and I'm going to slide it. You see everything, and I have to do 100% of a color. You can't do it if it's like 20, 30 or whatever, or if it's like, 50, 0, 100, you have to start with 100%, okay? Click on that one. So I am going to go to 30, okay? I'm going to do it again. Black arrow, highlight it, eyedropper, red color, hold down your shift, and you do your slider to 40, okay? All right, so I'm just going to do this again. I'm going to eyedropper, fill it with 100%. Oh, I did something wrong there. Okay, shift key down. I'm going to do my eyedropper, fill it with red, hold down my shift, and then I'm going to go over to 50. Click on it. So you can see this has more white on it. It's only got 10% of the color. This has 50% of the color. Click on it. I'm going to do my eyedropper. I'm going to click at 100%. I'm going to go to the 100 with my shift key down, and I'm going to go to 60. Okay. So continue down. This is 100%. Okay. So I'm going to go to monochromatic. It's all it is. It's 100%. All H is the color. 100% of the color, and then you got 0% black, 30% black. So now I'm going to show you a tip on how to color every single one of these at one time 100%. You're going to take your black arrow. You're going to be careful not to touch here. You're going to draw a box around all of them, and they're all activated. You're going to take your eyedropper and you're going to go on the red. See, they're all filled in. Okay, let me go back and do this again. Okay, I'm going to take my black arrow. I'm going to draw a box. Look where my box is. Around it, they're all activated. Eyedropper, 100% red. So now, all you're doing, this has no black. You're going to click on the 10% black, and you're just going to add a 10 here. You don't do anything, but you're adding black. Okay, so here, click on that. Type in 20, return. 30, return. You're just adding black. Okay, this one is 40, and so on. So continue. Okay, so I'm going to do it really quick. 50, 60, return, highlight the box, read what percentage, add 70% black, return, click on it, 80%, return, click off of it, highlight it again. Remember, you're using the black arrow only, and we're going to put 90% black there, okay? So your swatches are done. I'm going to go ahead and fill these in real quick too. Remember, we did this, and we're going to bring this over to 70%, so you can compare when yours are done that is correct. I've had a few students in the past, they have different colors here. It has to be the same color. Okay, I did something wrong. Let me delete that. This one is 60%. This one is, you have to make it 100%, all right? You're going to make it eyedropper, red, slide it over to 70%, okay? And if you just you have a problem there, I've got two little squares, so I'm going to delete one. If you have a problem with it, call me up. We'll do a go-to meeting. You can share your screen, and it's probably something very, very minor that's going on. Don't sit there for hours and think, oh my gosh, what is going on? I mean, it's just a very quick fix, and I can just really guide you in the right direction. Actually, I just helped a student. What they were doing, they were trying to fill a shape, but they had this frame in front. You have to have the fill, okay? Okay, eyedropper, red, going down to 90%, or up to 90% there. And this one is 100% red. How easy is that one? Eyedropper, red. Okay, so now you've got all of your palette, and you're going to use these swatches to complete the next exercise, okay? So I'm going to take my hand, and I am going to go down, and we're going to fill these in. I want to show you something real quick. I'm going to try to move this bar up. Oh, I don't think I can show you. If you don't have this hand on your toolbar, you go up to Window. Maybe that'll show up. Toolbar, and it has to be on Advanced. If you don't have it, you're on Basic. Make sure you're always on Advanced, okay? Well, here I lost it. So if you lose it, that's all you have to do too. Okay? Think, where's my toolbar? Well, it's in the Windows things. Okay, so now I'm going to move down a little bit. So what we're going to do, achromatic is just everything here is gray. Okay, so you're just going to use this first column here. Okay, so I am going to highlight a section here, and you can do it any way you want. You can highlight it here and just go, this will be easy. You just using your slider to make different colors, okay? You don't even have to use these swatches. But let me show you a little trick. When you're working with a bee, it's usually symmetrical. So you can click on this, a shape on the right-hand side, hold down your shift and click on the other one, and both are highlighted, okay? And then I'm going to say 20% return, okay? So let me show you that again. You highlight a shape, hold down your shift, and highlight the other one so they're both activated, and then you can do your little slider. Make sure you click off and then go and do another one, okay? So I'm going to click this one, hold down my shift, click on this one, and just use your slider, okay? That's kind of fun. You can make it light, dark is all you want. Click off and then do another. Okay, this runs into a little, I'm going to show you something else that's really important. I'm going to do the whole background of the bee here, okay? And I'm going to make it that color. Well, that's fine. If you ever find that you have a shape and you've lost your shape, this is what you need to do. If you lost a shape, you can always go into Object, Arrange, and you can send it to the front or back. It's pretty much like Photoshop too. Arrange, bring to the front or the back. So just write that down, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and finish this in real quick. I think I'm going to do these two, slide it over, because the first one, achromatic, means only grays. I'm going to go in and put the background in, okay? I'm going to put not a 10%. Okay, now I've lost everything. That's because somehow the background came to the front. You go under Object, Arrange, Send to Back. If you ever lose anything, Object, Arrange, Send to Front or Back, okay? So let's fill in some other little shapes here. You can make them as dark as you want, okay? It's up to you, okay? So there you go. So you can finish it. I want every single shape filled in, and I want at least, it says all 10 percentages. This is another way you can do it too. If you want to, you can activate a shape. You can go the eyedropper, or you can click on it like that. Okay, black is pretty easy to use a slider, but if you want to use all 10 percentages, that's the way you can do that. Okay, so this is going to be just gray. So we're going to move to the other B. Okay, so the other B, the very same thing. I'm going to move out just a little bit, and you need to have both of these visual. So what you're going to do, everything in these two columns goes here. So first of all, I'm going to do the background. Okay, I'm going to, well, forgot to use my eyedropper. Click on the shape, do the eyedropper, and I'm going to have a really background. Again, it went to the front. You go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Okay, voila. So now you're going to go in and you're going to fill in the shapes. You're going to forget about this color section. You can just pull it off to the side. You're going to access all of these. I would like for you to use every single one of these swatches. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyedropper, and I'm going to click on that. Okay, so now I'm going to click on another shape. I'm going to pull this over here so you can kind of see this. Eyedropper, and I'm just going to go right down, and I'm going to click on that one. Okay, I don't know what I had activated here. Here, let's do this. Okay, you're only using the colors right here. Okay, so pick another shape. I'm going to use click, shift, click, and I'm going to fill it in with maybe this cool color here. You see, when you fill in, a lot of times it's good that you group colors. So I'm going to go with something pretty similar there. And then I'm going to do these little shapes right here. Use the eyedropper and then pick something out like that. Okay, so you're going to fill in every single shape and background that has to do with this. I'm going to do a couple more just for the heck of it. Eyedropper, and try to make sure that you use every single one of those. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you can kind of play on the light and darks. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this one. Take your black arrow, highlight it, and I think I'm going to use this one. Whoops, you know what? I did it wrong. I forgot to use my eyedropper. Click on the shape, use your eyedropper, click on this. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. One thing to remember, light colors come forward, dark colors recede. So if you want to make the wings look like they're kind of flapping, you can make every single one of these use these colors right in through here. Grouping of lights and darks is always a really good idea. Make sure you fill in every single shape here. Eyedropper. And once you get it on there, you can kind of play around with it. And okay, so look how beautiful this is already. Okay, so but you need to fill in every single shape. No whites. Make sure you fill it in. Okay, so that is the second part of Milestone 1. It doesn't take very long, but you have to write down this. If you can't remember, okay, black arrow. Oh, black arrow, highlight a shape. Go to the eyedropper, click on a color, and it will activate it. So write it down. I know it's just kind of like repetitive action, okay? So good luck with this. The video is kind of like 20 minutes, so make sure that you watch this closely and make sure that you get these assignments done right away, because a clue and a tip, you can submit as many times as you want to get to that 100%. So if this week was worth 20 points, if you got a 10 on the first try, you can try it again and make up the 20 points. You can resubmit any task or assignment as many times as you want and raise your grade, okay? So don't say, oh, dang it, I screwed this one up. It's really important to get all of this 100% correct, because you're going to transfer it on your poster for your final project, and that final project is 20%, okay? So the points kind of add up. So have a good time with it. I think it's a really fun project, and it's something that you're going to use a long way down the road when you start doing logos, whether you're fashion, anything that you do. If you use a color scheme, it always looks good. Okay, have fun with this. Can't wait to see your little bees or dodo birds or whatever. Talk to you later.